guys, I'm back with another video, and in this video I am going to do my March beauty review. I know I'm a little late, but I say better late than never, and I'm just going to talk about some of the products that I picked up this month. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. So, okay, let's get on with what I purchased. So the first thing that I want to mention that I have been absolutely obsessed with is there's Lancome Photogenic Lumessence foundation. I absolutely love this. This is light mastering and line smoothing makeup. I don't know if it really smooths out my lines, but I did notice that it doesn't sink into my lines, which I love because I can get really bad smile lines here and obviously my forehead that I talk about in every single video. And I also like this because I picked this up in the color Bisque 2C, so I picked it up in like a cool shade, which I feel like is like life-changing to me because I feel like all foundations oxidize on my face, and this one oxidizes a little bit, but to the point where it's not crazy, so I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. So I picked this up, and then along with Lancome, I picked up their translucent powder, and this is just translucent. It says Silky loose powder. I picked it up in the color translucent, so it's all translucent, but I do feel like it gives my skin a slight glow, so I'm really happy with this. I like this a little bit better than the RCMA powder just because I feel like it says translucent, but I feel like it has a slight tint because if you look at it, it's not white, it's not colored. So I really like this, and I have been using that to put all over my face, not set underneath my eyes. I've been using if you saw my MAC haul, I've been using MAC Emphasize to set underneath my eye, but I've been really loving this to set my whole face. So that's that. And then I picked up a bunch of stuff from the drugstore because I went home one weekend and I totally forgot my makeup bag, so I had to go to the store and buy a bunch of makeup. So my mom gave me some of her stuff to use, but I still had to go buy, like, my mom doesn't use like brushes, so I had to go buy brushes, and yeah. So anyways, so some of the things I'll mention that I bought, I picked up this butter bronzer, which I have been using non-stop. I saw Kathleen Lights talk about this, so when I was there, I was like, well, I need a bronzer, so I might as well pick this up. So it looks like this. I have really been loving it. It smells so good. It smells like you're on the beach. It's like the best thing. And what I like about it is that it's not too powdery. It kind of has like a very creamy consistency, so when you put it on your face, it's just great. It's just wonderful. So really have been loving that. One thing that I picked up, which I am so disappointed with, that I cannot believe that they sell these, is I picked up a Target brand sponge, and let me tell you, this is like the most ridiculous thing ever. First of all, when you get it wet, nothing happens. Like, nothing happens when you get it wet. It still stays like this, which is like a rock, and like to blend this into your face is like the most ridiculous thing ever. I was like, oh, my Target at home didn't have Real Techniques. I actually don't know if Target does sell Real Techniques, but my intent was to buy a Real Techniques sponge, but they didn't have it. So, oh my god, like, this is the worst thing ever. Do not buy these sponges. They're the worst. I also picked up a Stay Matte powder. I already know that I like this. If you haven't checked these out, if you want like a really cheap matte powder, this is from Rimmel. It's really great. It's really good to set underneath your eyes too. I really like it, so I got that, and I got it in creamy natural. Did I say that? I think I did. And then I picked up this brush from Target as well. This brush is actually pretty nice. The only thing I don't like about it is that the bristles are kind of they're not very dense, so they're not very good for like contouring, but they're good for, this brush is pretty good for bronzing overall. I got this from Target. I think this was like their powder brush. I'm not sure. It looks like this. I wanted it to contour because it has like, it's kind of flat like this, so, but it is better for just like bronzing up your whole face, so I really like that. And then I did pick up this foundation. Don't mind the cap, it's dirty, but the Milani Perfect and Conceal. I did a review about this and a demo, so if you want to check that out. The one thing that I don't like about this is that it is a very thick consistency, and I do feel it on my face when it's on, but it does say that it is full coverage, so it's got to be thick, you know. One thing that I didn't mention in my video when I did review this was the color range is not very good. This I got in number 2 natural, which I feel like I should have got the number 1, and like, I'm not that fair, But if anyone is fair and they want to try this foundation, I feel like they can't because their color range isn't good. I don't know if it was just my Walgreens that didn't have like a full range. I should have got the first shade but I usually am not the first shade, so I didn't buy it, so I bought the second one. But this is pretty dark, so just keep that in mind when you're checking these out there. It's pretty dark. And I've heard on a lot of people that oxidizes. This one didn't oxidize that much, not to the point where I noticed. So, but just keep that in mind. People said that it oxidized. So I picked up a NYX, this is kind of like a drugstore haul, but I picked up a NYX concealer and I actually really like it. It's really nice, really smooth. It's just not very full coverage. So that's the only thing I don't like about it, is that when I use my sponge to blend it, and it's not full coverage, but this is their high definition concealer. So it is really nice, lightweight concealer though. So I really like it. It really does the job of highlighting underneath your eyes. I did buy a bunch of MAC shadows, but I did a haul for that, so I'm not going to mention those. But then I also bought this NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I don't really see that big of a difference when I use it, and I also don't really like the smell, but I think it does a good job at uncaking your makeup, so I did pick up that. Okay, so that was it, you guys. That was a quick video of the things I picked up in the month of March. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.